Hello guys, welcome back. So now we are in GL setting. So GL setting means we have to set up certain GL account to post the transactions. If you guys are able to remember in previous session, I said a pretty simple transaction. Say for example, bank account credit. A particular amount, let's suppose, paid by check, right, for the rent. So here let's suppose this is the entry which is going to take place. Now what is happening? This is a GL account and this is also GL account. So first of all, two GL accounts are required to be set up. I already said when you set up this GL account, it is called master data. So sometimes people say GL account, sometimes people say GL master. Okay. Why it is master data? I'll repeat again. In the previous session also I explained. Master data is one-time creation, guys. One-time creation, and then it can be used for lifelong. And there is another data that is called transaction data. That is regular activity. Same rent GL can be used to post multiple rent related entries, right? But every time some differences will be there. This time a different amount, maybe next time a different amount, maybe next time different amount, isn't it? So because Tata Motor is having various offices, they have taken on lease on rent, so those transactions are going to be posted. They might have taken certain what to say warehouses are there that is on rent. They are paying certain amount for that. So multiple transactions are going to be posted. All transactions are going to be posted against rent GL. So rent account, rent GL, it is used on regular basis frequently. So first of all, we have to create this GL, and whatever this GL account is created, that is called GL master, or it is called master data. Likewise, various other master data also we have to set up. Later, once we move to account payable, we have to create vendor. So that is called vendor master data. Once we go to account receivable, that is related to customer, right? So we have to set up customer master data. When we start asset accounting, there we are having asset master data. Later on, integrations also will be there. SAP MM integrations, SAP SD integrations, there also we have to create material master, right? So those things we'll see one by one. What is the logic behind that? What is the use of this master data, right? Now, so let me set up this GL account first. In order to set up GL account, first of all, certain configuration steps are there that we have done already. Now, so how to create GL master, guys, or GL account? Use transaction code FS00. It is most famous transaction code. Very frequently you have to use, guys. If this transaction code will be there at the tip of your tongue, right? Automatically you'll be able to remember. Use FS00 transaction code. When you guys are going to use this FS00 transaction code, then this kind of a screen will appear. For all of you, this screen will appear. Okay. What we have to do, first of all, change this appearance. Okay. Whatever this screen layout is there, whatever this screen is appearing, right? Change this layout. Change this screen appearance. How it is going to be changed? First of all, you enter your company code here and then go to setting and click on hierarchy display, right? Enter your company code, click on setting, click on hierarchy display, and then click on display accounts in navigation tree. So what is the benefit of this one, guys? This setting, I'll tell you. Press enter button first. If you press enter button, small pop-up box is appearing. The new setting will take effect once the transaction is restarted. It means we have done one setting. Which setting, guys? It was written display account in navigation tree. So display account in navigation tree means what is happening if I'm going to create certain GL account. Let's suppose rent GL code is 4000, audit fee 4001, salary 4002, right? Fuel expenses 4003, bank account, let's suppose HDFC Bank 4000, ICICI 4001, HSBC Bank 4002. Right? Different banks are there, guys. Whichever banks you want to create for, right? ANZ Bank is there. So whatever. So these GLs are getting created, right? Here in this screen, you won't be knowing how many GL I have created, isn't it? But the setting which is going to be activated, display account in navigation tree, it means at this side, whatever GL we have created, that will appear in a sequence. That is why we have done this setting. I'll show you this, don't worry. So that screen, this screen is going to be changed. So SAP is saying here, this message is saying that new setting will take effect once the transaction is restarted. Just press enter. How to restart the transaction, guys? Pretty simple. Same transaction code once again you have to use, right? Go to /n/fs00. So once again we are going to restart these transactions. Or is get back to home screen and then use fs00. So both are same. /n fs00 means first of all system is going to reach main screen, home screen, and from there again it will come back to fs00. Press enter and look at here. Now screen got changed. So here this side will set up the GL account, and this side whatever GL accounts are getting created, those GL will appear here. Okay. Now, okay. So first of all, we have to create one GL. Let's suppose bank GL. Click on here, create button. This is create button. Whenever you find this one, guys, look at here. So this is always blank page with the right upper corner is like folded one, right? So you click here. Okay. Now what we have to do, GL account you have to enter. So I have to create bank GL, right? Now what we have to do, guys, we have created certain account groups. We have created certain account group, guys. Asset account was there, liability account was there, then we are having revenue account, and so for asset account I have given certain number range. For liability also we have given certain number range, right? So if I have to set up bank account, in the sense, let's suppose I'm going to create one bank called HDFC bank account. So what should be the GL number, guys? Can anybody tell me? What is the number range? First of all, so HDFC bank account. First of
1000 to 1999.
1,000 to 1. It comes under which account group?
Asset group only.
Asset group only. Whatever the banks are there, that is your assets. Whatever the cash accounts are there, that is your assets, right? Later on account receivable, these all are our assets. Simple. I'll tell you guys one thing. Here, in every of my session, and not only in my session, guys, there are in multiple institutions, 30% of the people will be from non-finance and account background, including me. If you talk about me, even I'm also from non-finance and account background itself. Now, since I'm having 14 years of experience of that, so I know these things very well because the same thing I'm doing for past 14 years. But whatever other people are there, since their background is not account and finance, so now there'll be a question. How I will come to know whether this bank account is a part of assets, right? Or any account is a part of liability, or this account comes under revenue account group, this account comes under expense account group. So I'll tell you guys, no need to what to say. If somebody know, it's well and good. If somebody doesn't know, that also there's no much problem. The reason behind this, when you have to set up a GL account, right? So we are going to receive the details from client. Client means who is the client? Tata Motor is the client here. You are SAP consultant. Okay. GL account creation, generally creation of master data. It's a kind of end user activity itself. Okay. Two responsibilities, two kind of profiles are there, guys. Okay. That is called, first of all, SAP consultant. Right. So in the group, I'm sharing certain screenshots, certain messages, certain voice messages, right? So whatever those, the people who is getting selected as a consultant, so those people are getting selected as a consultant. You all are going to become SAP consultant, right? Okay. So consultant, IT profile. Now, so say for example, the implementation is happening where? Tata Motor. Tata Motor is what, guys? It is a manufacturing organizations. Who is going to do this implementations? Let's suppose IBM is doing this implementation. So SAP consultant means, let's suppose you people are SAP consultant. You are the employee of IBM, right? And here SAP end user. Okay. SAP end user means the employee of Tata Motor. Okay, I think this one I have already explained earlier also. Okay. So they are the end user. So when I say end user, it means employee of Tata Motor. When I say consultant, means you people. Okay. So now here, what happened? Okay. So when, okay, certain things. If we talk about the configurations, who is going to do these configurations? It's you people. After configurations, we have done lots of things. Now, let's suppose we have handed over this SAP to the client, in the sense to Tata Motor. So their employee, what will do, guys? Are they going to do configurations? No, not at all. They are not the expert. What they are going to do, guys? They are going to do data entry work. Whatever day-to-day transactions are taking place in Tata Motor, those transactions now, instead of the using legacy system, what is the meaning of legacy system, guys?
Any system apart from SAP, which the company is using.
Yes. Now, so whatever the transactions were being posted in legacy system, the same transactions now after implementation of SAP is going to be posted into SAP system, right? So if somebody says like I'm working as an end user on SAP, right? Still, why the salaries growths are almost nothing less? The reason behind is look at the roles and responsibility. What exactly they are doing? They are doing data entry. Only the software ERP got changed, but the work is same. On legacy system also they are doing data entry itself. On SAP system also they are doing data entry itself. So what is happening, guys? Only the screen got changed, but the work is same. For that, any extra skill, specific skills are not required. What skill is required for data entry, guys? Nothing. Okay. So, but consultant, without skill, it is impossible to survive. And that is why it is highly paid. Right? Okay. So end user means they are going to perform data entry job. Day-to-day transaction posting, that is their work. Posting JV, posting customer invoices, vendor invoices, credit memo, payment related transactions, asset related transactions, material related transactions, multiple activities. Creation of purchase order, that is also regular activity. These all things we'll see in upcoming session one by one. And even creation of this master data also, creation of customer master, creation of vendor master. This is also comes under data entry only. Creation of GL account. Let's suppose initially we are going to set up the GL account. Okay. We'll do the required configurations. We'll set up the required GL. And once the SAP is handed over to the client, then what will happen, guys? Later on, whatever the GL accounts are there, these GL accounts are, since it is a master data and creation of master data, that is also data entry work only. So this is supposed to be done by the employee of Tata Motor only, because customer master, vendor master, those are going to be created by those people only. But generally what happened, GL master, though it is a kind of end user activity, but most likely the creation of GL account are given to the SAP consultants only. And there is a logic behind that. Right now, if I explain, I don't think that you guys will be able to understand. Because after creation of a GL account, certain relevant configurations are there which we have to perform. So that is why client preferred to give this requirement to the consultant itself, that kindly create this GL account and perform so and so configurations. So configuration is already associated with creation of the GL account. And who is going to do the configurations, guys? You people. Wherever you create something and when you save it, transport request is going to be generated. That is configurations. When I create a GL master, transport request will not be generated. When you post a transaction, transport request will not be generated. So these all are end user activity. We'll see this. These are the very basic thing, guys. Automatically you guys will be able to understand and you guys are going to observe, don't worry. But since initially, of course, I have to explain so that you guys can see this. So this is also end user, but this is going to be performed by you people. So as I said, rent account, it is going to be, let's suppose we are going to create under expense account group. Bank account under asset account group. Somebody is the expert of finance and account, they know very well. Somebody is from non-finance and account, they don't know under which account group it is supposed to be created. Whether you know or not, that doesn't matter, guys. Let's suppose if the client is going to give you a requirement that set up this GL account, they have to decide each and everything. Rent account means what should be the GL number, okay, under which account group it is supposed to be created, whether it is the part of balance sheet or PL account. Everything are going to be specified by those people, and if they have missed out any informations, in that case, as per procedure, you must have to get back to the client. Client has given you to create a bank account, bank GL, and they have not specified whether it is supposed to be created under asset account or liability or revenue. We all know bank means asset itself. right? We all know. But still, since when they are going to give you the requirement and they have missed out to specify this, what will happen? You have to, as per procedure, you have to get back to the client saying that you have not specified the account group. Kindly specify under which account group this deal is supposed to be created. Even though you know this, right? But that is the part of procedure. Rule is rule, right? Or else what happen if, because in every organization internal audit happens to check the quality of work. So when internal audit is happening, in the sense it's internal audit, I mean to say, like, it is called QC, quality check. So if somebody is going to perform this quality check and they found like you have received one requirement, you have received one template, right, where they have specified all the requirement but account group field was missed out, and without asking this input from client you have created the GL account, there will be a question mark. How can you decide, right? It's okay. So that's what I'm saying. There are multiple GL account, guys, where it is very difficult to identify whether it is the part of assets or liability, or even like somebody is from finance and account. These people also are going to be confused. So that is why when I say somebody know that bank account is the part of, like, it comes under asset, somebody don't know whether it comes under asset or liability, right? Now client has missed out this information, in the sense client has not given this information under which account group it's supposed to be created. So even if somebody is the expert and he knows very well that this is the part of asset, this is supposed to be created under asset, still as per procedure again they have to get back to the client and they have to ask that you kindly specify under which account group we have to set up this. And somebody don't know, they also have to get back. So that is why, guys, I'm saying whether you have too much idea about the finance and account, somebody is having pretty less idea, somebody is having, somebody doesn't have idea, everybody are able to survive, right? Because of, this is the reason. And apart from this, like when you talk about like certain other configurations, tax related things and all, so when I explain those things, this is just like a mathematical calculations, isn't it? So that's what. Don't worry. So these all things will be explained one by one. Now, so here rent account and bank account we have to create. Now I'll come back. So here first of all, account number. Which account number we are going to? So now here client is not there. We are going to decide under which account group it is supposed to be created. Bank means all the bank accounts are your assets. What should be the GL account number? So you just do one thing. Some of you are able to remember what is the number range I have given, or else I have opened one screen. How to open? Here click and then create a session. Okay. Now go to row B, default transaction code, account group, and here our chart of account is TM22. Okay. Look at here, from account and to account, 1000 to 1999. Okay. So you have to give a number from this range only. Okay. Any number can be given, but we are going to create in a sequence. Okay. I'll give a number 1000, first number, give 1000, and your company code is already there. Press enter. So here account group, first of all select the account group. Of course it is asset account. Here description is appearing, select it. Now there might be a question, what will happen if I select a wrong account group? So in that case SAP will not allow. We have given GL account number 1000, right? And here you are going to select liability or expense. Look at here, if I selected liability, SAP is saying account group liability only defined for the account 2000 to 2 triple I. It means it is saying that for liability, the number range is 2000 to 2999. But I have given a number 1000. So SAP system will keep on showing error until and unless you select the correct account group, and that is asset account only. Okay. Now all the asset accounts are the part of balance sheet, we all know. So P&L account, P&L statement account or balance sheet, select here balance sheet. Okay. So here short text and long text. It is having, I think this is having some 20 character of length. Okay. So short text means a GL account, short name can be written and here full name can be written. So anyway, it is small only. So here, let's suppose length account, just copy and pasting here. Generally here long text means a full name can be written, but anyway, that doesn't have any impact. You can give the same name also, there is no problem. Okay. Don't look at this consolidations.
Whether it's a bank or rent, sir.
Repeat
Yeah,
again here.
actually it's related to bank account. So we are going to create here bank account. Sir.
Okay, sorry. I have to. So create here bank
Okay.
account means HDFC bank account. Okay, HDFC bank account. It's not rent account. Okay, HDFC bank account. Okay, now. Okay. So this much information you have to give. Now, that's it. Just click on Control tab here. There are multiple fields, guys. Multiple fields are there. Every fields are not possible to explain right away, isn't it? Certain fields you guys will come to know in upcoming session also. Multiple fields. When you talk about like this tax category, okay, this is going to be explained later. Okay, what is the logic behind this? What is the logic behind this checkbox? What is the logic behind this reconciliation account? These all things are going to be explained in upcoming session, guys, one by one. Okay, in the sense, slowly topics are going to be added, and then what is happening here also you guys can see the impact. Right now what we have to do, we have to set up a basic GL. So simply you apply a check mark here, only balance in local currency. Right now just apply a check mark here, and then what we have to do, guys, then here first of all scroll down. Okay, scroll down here and look at here, we have two check boxes, open item management and line item display. Right now do not apply any check mark on open item management. There is a logic that you guys will come to know in account payable and account receivable. What is the use of open item management? Okay, open item management means certain GLs are going to be managed based on open item. There is a logic, but again that is not possible to explain right now because it will take too much time and it won't be possible to explain practically, so still confusion will be there. So once account payable, account receivable comes and other topics came, you guys will come to know automatically. Right now apply a check mark here, line item display. What is the use of line item display? Let's suppose rent GL is there. Against rent GL I have posted multiple transactions. These are the amount. Okay, multiple transactions I am posting. These all are different amount which I have posted against rent GL. So this is one transactions. Likewise, this is another transactions. These all are different transactions, guys. Different transactions. So this is transaction number one. This is transaction number two. Now, so what is happening? This is called one line item. This is one line item. This is another line item. This is another line item. Line wise, this balances are going to appear. If you see the GL balance, and that also I'll show you. Okay. And if you talk about overall, the consolidated figure, that is, let's suppose 31K. So here what is happening, guys, if you apply a check mark, here, then system is going to show line item wise details are going to be visible here. And if you don't apply a check mark, then what will happen, guys? System will show this consolidated balance, right? So always you have to apply a check mark here. Sort key. Right now we give 001 as a sort key. There is logic behind that. Okay, but there'll be a separate section on that, so that you guys will be able to understand what is the use of sort key. Now, nothing else apart from this. Just do one thing here. Okay, sort key. Then nothing need to be filled up apart from this. Just go on the next screen. Create bank interest. Click on here. Okay. Look at your field status group. This one we need to understand, guys. Later I'll tell you once we post the transactions. There is a logic. So field status group. What is the field status group? Which field status group we are going to enter? So field status group is the part of which setting, guys? Anyone is able to remember?
Basic settings.
In basic setting, under which?
Field status variant.
Yes, under field status variant, right? Okay. Now, okay. So field status variant, certain logic I have explained theoretically when I was explaining this field status variant, guys, right? Okay. Practically also we'll see. Right now, what we have to do, multiple field status groups are there. You just give one field status group here, that is Z001. What is the root cause? Why to enter this field status group, guys? Okay, so there is a logic. Okay, now then here no need to apply a check mark on the check boxes and all. Generally later on in upcoming session there are certain GL where while creation we have to apply a check mark here post automatically. There is a logic behind that. If you apply a check mark on post automatically, then what will happen, guys? This GL cannot be used for manual transaction posting. This GL is going to be determined by system automatically. This GL will be determined by system automatically. Okay, but as I said, okay, so we'll see that when it is going to be, when I apply a check mark. Right now it is not possible to test. Give here this field status group, press enter, that's it. Nothing is going to be entered apart from this. No need to enter anything here in keyword and all. Okay, very less, it is almost like 0.01% you can say the usage of this one. Of course there is a logic behind that also, but very rare requirement is there in that, which is not at all is going to fill up. Second thing is like this informations and all, and whatever other fields are there, this is going to be filled up automatically. It is going to be updated automatically. Okay, this information means who has created this GL account, when it was created, these things are going to be updated automatically. So everything is done here. Now you need to click on save. And if you click on save, look at here, the impact will be here. Save, look at here now. So this is called hierarchy display. Hierarchy display means now here under this asset account group, we have created one GL. So hierarchy wise it is going to appear. Okay. I have to create one similar GL, a different bank account GL. Say for example ICICI bank account, or else HSBC bank account, or else any ABC bank account, whatever it is, right? That you can set up. Now, so similar kind of GL account if you are going to set up, then what will happen, guys? All the details will be same. All the details will be same. Only this short text is going to be different, isn't it? So what will happen here? So in that case, instead of clicking on create button, now first of all you select this GL account. How to select? Click here. Look at here now. So it got selected. And then you click here, double page symbol. This is called copy. So we are going to copy this GL account, HDFC Bank. And we have to create ICICI Bank account. So what will happen, guys? In that case, what is the next GL number? So 1001, right? So you can give 1001 and company code. This is your reference GL account. Means we are taking reference of HDFC, and this is your company code, right? And your GL account, next GL, which GL is going to be created? So by taking reference of HDFC, I have to create ICICI. So GL account number we have given 1001 here. Company code also same. Press enter. Now all the details are as it is. What you have to do? We need to change this text only, right? Text means, let's suppose ICICI Bank account, and then save it. And once you save it, look at here, left side, here this side, look at here. Now the second GL is appearing. So here hierarchy display, right? So here we have selected display account in navigation tree. Navigation tree in the sense, look at here, a tree like a structure will be there. Under asset account, you'll be having all the GL which is created under this account group. Now what we have to do? We have to create another GL account, that is rent GL account. So for that, a different account group is there. So again click on create. Even if you want to copy this, you can copy also, because for rent GL also whatever the second and third tab settings are there, it will be same. But still click on create button, and this time what is happening, guys? If you want to drag this screen, you can drag also. So what should be the GL account number, guys, for rent?
4,000
4,000.
expenses.
Yes, because we have to set up this under expense account group. So here in OBD for a screen, you can see what is the number range we have given. Expense, that is 4,000, right? So this is, so give here 4,000. Your company code will be same. Press enter button, and then you have to select the account group expense. And this is the part of P&L statement. So you select, by default it is selected, no need to change it. And here I'm going to give the rent account. Just copy and paste here. In long text also I'll give the same, there is no any problem. Control data, as usual you have to apply a check mark here, and then line item display, sort key, 001. Okay, what is the use of these all things, guys? Sort key and all will be explained, don't worry. In a single session, it is not possible to explain each and everything. The impact of sort key is it is going to update the assignment field. But what is the assignment field? Where it is going to appear? How you guys are going to see this all? Like, because practically I have to show it. Then you guys will be having perfect understanding, right? That is why I'm not explaining anything right now. Of course, it will be explained in upcoming session. Create back interest tab here. Field status group G001 itself. You press space button so that whatever details you have entered, that is going to appear. And just save it, Control S. Now look at here. So asset. Now here expense got created, and under that we are having rent account. If you want to create another GL, similar GL, just click on copy, and I'm going to create audit fee account. This is also expense 4001, and here simply audit fee account and save it. So look at here, 2 GL account I have created for assets and 2 GL accounts I have created for expenses. Okay, so we have created the GL account. Now what happened? So likewise, just assume that we have created 1500 GL account or 1400 GL accounts, right? Now it is not possible to remember each and every GL code, but at the time of transaction posting, what will happen, guys? You have to give the GL number only, GL account number. Look at here, this number we have to give. You guys are not going to type this name. You have to enter the number, automatically the name will appear. Okay. Now let's suppose you don't know what is the GL code of this audit fee account. So people will come here and they will search. 1500 GLs are there. If you are going to search by name one by one, it will take too much time. So simply you need to click on here, find button. What is the use of find button, guys? Of course, click here and you have to give the input. Which input? Let's suppose audit fee GL. So you have to type audit fee, or you simply type audit itself. And if you press enter, look at here, automatically it is going to appear. We are having only 4 GL. So from those 4 only system is going to find out. So this is what the use of this find button. Okay. Create button to create the GL account. Right. Now we are in audit fee. Here display means click on rent account and click on display. So it is going to display rent account. Simple. Display means this is what they use. Or else even if you double click also, then double click on audit fee, then also it is going to display. Okay. Now this is called change button. Change button means now let's suppose if there is any changes required. Client is saying that kindly change the field status group. Kindly change the sort key, or kindly change the nomenclature, in the sense the name of this GL account, right? So in that case, select this GL account and click on edit, and you can change it. I have changed the text here, short text only, and just save it. Look at here, some changes I have done. Now, whatever changes I have done, it is not appearing here. I have given audit fee account and test I have given. It should appear. It is not appearing. Okay. So it will appear if you click here, update. Update means refresh. You click on update and then you expand this This one, click here, expand it. Look at here, now it is appearing. Okay, now once again click on edit, remove this and save it, right? Update it, so it is going to be updated here. Okay, or even if you exit the screen and if you come back, then also it is going to be updated. Okay, now so this is what the use of this update. Okay, now we are having another thing. This is print, guys. Print options means if you want to see the list and all. So from here we are not going to take the print and all. We have multiple other options. Okay, printer must be connected to the system, then you can take the print. So in real time, when you guys are going to become a consultant, what will happen? You guys are going to be like a system is going to be allocated to you, a cubicle will be allocated to you, there'll be your proper particular seats, there'll be a particular laptop or desktop, right? So at that point of time, what will happen? Your login pad is going to be installed in your system, your user ID is going to be set up by basis consultant, and they will connect a printer also, so that in future, like, because so when let's suppose if any testing is going to happen, right, there are certain testing where we have to, in order to check it, first of all we have to take certain printout. Okay, how you will test it if the printer is not connected? So initially itself these all connections, those printer connections will be done by basis team, basis consultant. That is what their work is. Okay, so in that case, if you click here on print, let's suppose if you want to take the print, you can take the print. Anyway, so this is not important here. Here there are three things. Another thing is like this one, change company code. Change company code means from one company code, if you want to switch from one company code to other company code, click here, TM22. I want to go to TM00. This is a company code which is already created. Okay, press enter. Look at here. From one company code to other company code, you can switch. I know that you guys are having, like we are having Tata Motor, we are having Tata Steel, Tata Chemical. So from one company code to other company code, if you have to switch, click here and change company code. This is how you are going to switch from one company code to other company code. Now, the important things, these two options here. That's it. Sonali, you are asking something? His noise is coming from your side. Okay. So now here, these two options, block and set for deletions. There is a logic behind this, guys, right? What is the use of block? What is the use of set for deletions? Okay, and there are a few more things which I have to explain, right? The field control, isn't it? How the fields are getting controlled. That also I have to explain, right? So I'll just do one thing, guys. Those things I'll explain in next session. Okay, those things I'm going to explain in next session. So that's all in this session, guys. Any question, guys, from anybody? Okay, so I think there is no question, right?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
I have a doubt, sir.
yeah.
Sir, if there is any standard GL codes, is there for every company or organization, or every organization changes their GL codes separately, sir?
It
Like
depends.
expenses code, we are taking 4,000 now, sir. In another organization, they could change in 7 series or 6 series like that?
No, in that case, what will happen? Then one chart of account cannot be used by other, what to say, organizations. So generally, if you guys are going to do this configurations for a group company, when I say Tata Motor, it is a group company, it comes under Tata Group. They know very well that later Tata Steel rollout will happen for Tata Steel, rollout will happen for Tata Chemical, right? So initially itself, these all things are going to be considered, and then what will happen? Then this number ranges are going to be decided. Shown here, no? This number ranges. Or else, if there is any conflict, Tata Motors says that 4-digit GL code, in the sense Tata Steel says 6-digit, Tata Chemicals says 8-digit. In that case, there will be a conflict. In that case, what will happen, guys? Same chart of account cannot be. For every company code, we have to set up different chart of account, right? But generally, it doesn't happen. One chart of account, if group company is there, then one chart of account itself is going to be used by every company code, and in that case, they must have to agree. Everybody initially itself, that's what, like here, the number ranges are going to be discussed, and initially itself, it is going to be decided, right? So the same. Or else, if the people says that different number ranges will be there, then we have to set up a different chart of account. There is no any other options. Or else, there is another options. Let's suppose this account group we have created, that is for this 4 account group or 5 account group we have created for Tata Motor. Another 5 account groups we have to create for Tata Steel. Another 5 account groups we have to create for Tata Chemical. But that is not feasible. Why? Because then multiple account groups are already created. Now we are going to set up a GL account for Tata Steel, and somebody by mistake is going to select a different if the GL account got created in a different account group, then what will happen, right? So different account group, in the sense like that mistake is not possible. If the client is saying that create a GL account, like let's suppose 2000, so it doesn't mean that this 2000 can be created under a different account group, right? It will be created only and only against liability itself. But let's suppose since multiple account groups are there, right? And if Tata Steel is having 5 account groups, but by mistake, if somebody has suggested a different account group that belongs to Tata Motor, in that it was created, then what will happen, right? So generally, what happened, guys? Those kind of things I haven't seen, and this is not going to be like multiple account group creation is not required. Single chart of account is going to be created, and limited number of account groups will be there, and whichever number ranges are there, that is going to be like everybody has to be agreed on that, or else we'll have to set up a different chart of account. Anything else apart from this? Okay, Deepak is having a question here. You have already typed here, right? So what he is writing here, in account group, only 5 accounts group we have to configure for example, indirect expenses under rent account or salaries. No, it's not only 5 account groups are going to be created. It could be 10 account groups also. It could be 8 account groups also. It could be 4 account groups also. It all depends upon client. Okay. We are going to explain the use of this account group. What is the use of this account group? Okay. And in next session, what will happen? I'll explain like what is like how the fields are getting controlled. I have to explain some more thing. I have to add some more things over there. Right. So what happened? We are going to explain the use of account group, and then we will say, then we are going to ask from client, you tell us that in how many account group you are going to segregate all of your GL accounts. This is what the use of GL account, the use of account group, right? So they will decide and they will let us know that, okay, I need 11 account group, I need 12 account group, I need only 7, I need only 4. Okay. So here, how many account groups are going to be created? This is not at all our decision. This is going to be decided by client. Okay. Now I'll tell you guys, during blueprint phase, what happened? We are going to have multiple discussions with the client. We are going to specify lots of things in the blueprint. But these things are not going to be specified over there. These things are going to be discussed at the time of configurations. Creation of account group, in the sense this setting. How much time it is going to take? Hardly 5 minutes in configurations, less than 5 minutes also. In 2-3 minutes we can do the configurations. But in real time, when you have to create an account group, it may take 3 days also. It may take 4 days also. By looking at all the aspects, clients are going to decide that, okay, you create these many account groups. You create these many account groups. It takes time. They have to think, and then they are going to provide the inputs. Right? So that's what implementation means. Implementations, like if we have to talk about, there are multiple institutions covering the same thing just in 1 month. Why? If logics are not going to be explained, of course, configurations means it can be finished pretty early. So if we talk about without discussion with the client, if we have to do all the configurations, guys, then what will happen? It can be finished within a month. But since before creation of something, what we have to do, first of all, we need to take the input from client only. So when we are going to take the input from client, like if I have to ask, okay, I'm going to set up the GL account, you tell us like how many GL accounts supposed to be set up. They'll say 1500 GL account. Then we have to say that when we are going to set up these GL accounts and all the GLs are going to fall under certain categories. So you tell us that how you are going to categorize the GL account. Those categories are called like account group here. We have to set up certain account group, and under those account groups we are going to set up the GL accounts, isn't it? So when I say this, immediately they are not going to decide. They will say, first of all, you just give a presentations, in the sense, come on, let's have a one-on-one meeting and you explain us what is the use of this account group. You explain the use of this account group, you explain the control of this account group, and then we will take some time, and then we are going to decide that how many account groups are supposed to be created. Right? So this is how, why I'm explaining the things in details, guys, because you are going to be a consultant. If not today, tomorrow you guys are also going to become senior consultant. You also have to interact with the client. So you must have to explain the logic. If you don't have the logic itself, what you are going to explain to the clients, right? So that is why. So anyway, how many account groups are going to be created? Here I have segregated in 5 account groups. You guys are beginner, you guys are freshers, right? So I have just categorized all the GL in 5 account groups and all. In real time, it could be 7 also, 8 also, 10 also, 12 also. Okay. Any other question from anybody? Any question, guys? So very less question today. It's okay. So I hope there is no question from anybody. Okay, then we'll close the session, guys. In next session, again, the same thing. So field control and whatever, how the fields are going to control that I have to explain, and this region for block and set for deletion. We'll see in next session, guys. Okay. So see you guys in next session then. Bye bye. Have a good day.